Good morning from Tennessee. The tea for my weight loss journey will be in this video. Our goal was to really balance like cooking from our Airbnb, but also living life and like going and trying a few places. I was way overeating and I literally gained 15 pounds. This is where balance and discipline comes in. I wanted to have Chick-fil-A again. Good morning from Tennessee. Okay, so I feel like we need to catch up, especially regarding my weight loss journey. I wanted to give you guys a weight update. Also, if you are confused as to why I'm in Tennessee, then you need to hop on to my second channel. I'm vlogging my entire trip and, giving you guys all the tea on there. But the tea for my weight loss journey will be in this video. So I want to give you guys an update like on my weight and how everything has been. And honestly, I was a little bit worried about this trip because I was like, oh my God, 5 weeks in the US. I'm gonna try all the foods. I mean, there are literally a million Mexican spots, like everywhere you turn your head. And I love Mexican food. Like Mexican food is my favorite. And like I said, there's so many here. I still have yet to try a place, but that is on the to-do list for this weekend. So I've been here for almost about 2 weeks and I'm gonna share with you guys what my method has been to keep me on track with my weight. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. My goal for this trip was not to lose any weight. I mean, obviously it would be great if I lost weight, but I knew realistically, I'm most likely not gonna lose weight on this trip. But my goal for this trip was to either maintain my weight or I gave myself kind of like a 3-pound weight gain allowance. Like, hey, if I gain 2 to 3 pounds on this trip, I won't be mad. Not a big deal, right? But I really didn't want to gain more than that because I personally feel like I could keep myself in a good range, right? So I'll share with you guys what I've been doing, my method, and have I gained any weight so far? Have I maintained my weight? I will tell you guys that. Oh, also Chick-fil-A was like #1 on my list. We do have a Chick-fil-A spot in Toronto, but I never go into the city. I hate the city of Toronto. It's so busy. It's just, if you know, you know. I'm a suburb girl. So I really have never tried it. And I was so excited to try it. Tried it for the first time like 2 days ago and literally got it 2 days in a row. But it was absolutely incredible and so good. I'm gonna pop up the photos here, you guys. But anyways, I wanted to share kind of what my method has been in regards to my weight loss journey. So let's get into it. So my thing has been, you guys know I always do one cheat meal a week, but since I'm on vacation, we really wanna try like different food spots, right? But also at the same time, I don't wanna go eat out every single day. 1, because it's not healthy. 2, if I eat out every single day, I know I most likely will gain more weight just because you don't know what's being put into your food. There's always extra unaccounted calories. And then 3, imagine how much money you'll spend when you like eat out constantly. You know what I mean? Like you'll probably spend an extra like 3 grand at the end of the month. You know what I mean? So our goal was to really balance like cooking from our Airbnb, but also living life and like going and trying a few places more than we normally would at home, right? Our goal has been, hey, we can eat out and try a new spot like 3 times max a week, but in between that, we need to be cooking or just eating something at home or at the Airbnb, right? That's what we've been doing. And honestly, let me give y'all an update, okay? So not me being in the South and I'm already saying y'all all the time. No, I'm just joking. I actually just like say y'all all the time. Not that that's like a Toronto thing. I think I just get that from like being on social media and stuff. But anyways, I'm a Southern girl now. Okay, so let me share with you. I actually didn't get a chance to do one last weigh-in right before my trip because I was on my period. So it just didn't work out. Like I couldn't get a true weigh-in. But I do think if I was, oh, I see someone with a camera. Now I don't feel alone because I have like the window open and I'm like, oh my God, if the neighbors walk by and they see the camera, like how embarrassing. But I see someone with a camera. Although I will say, I think she's taking real estate photos, so it's different, but hey girl, at least I'm not alone. Okay, so my last lowest weight was, what was it? Let me see. Let's do a screen recording so I can take y'all with me. So my last lowest weight was, I think it was 136. Yeah, 136.6, and that was on May 25th. And again, I was like on my period after that, so you can see how much the weight went up and fluctuated after that. But lowest weight, 136.6. I weighed myself yesterday or 2 days ago, I can't remember, 136.4. No, there must have been, I think there was a lower weight than that, was there not? No, there wasn't. Oh wow, I just took it in, so I technically lost 0.2 pounds. But like I wanted to mention to you guys, I think if I was able to weigh myself right before my trip, if I wasn't on my period, I do think I would have actually been 135.8 or something like that. But again, I was bloated on my period, just wasn't able to get a last like good low weight weigh-in in. So yeah, weighed myself literally a day or two ago, 136.4. Like I haven't gained any weight, I've just maintained and stayed the same, which in a way I wasn't shocked about, but in a way I was a little shocked. I thought I would be a little bit bloated with some water weight, but like I said, in a way I wasn't shocked because I have been sticking to this method that I've been doing. Oh my God, she's walking by. I hope she doesn't see my camera. We're good. So awkward. So what I have been doing is being very mindful to not go overboard. So in the past, anytime I would be on like a vacation, or even like when I moved into my home 5 years ago, when we moved, we didn't have a stove and we didn't have a fridge for like 3 weeks. So I used that as a huge excuse to just like eat out every single day and just go ham. And I literally didn't even think about calories. I was way overeating and I literally gained 15 pounds. Like it was insane. And I look back at that now and I'm like, that is such an excuse. If you don't have a stove and you don't have a fridge for 3 weeks, you can order healthy food out. That doesn't mean you need to overeat on your calories every day. So it's really just about being mindful and not using it as an excuse to like go ham. It's gonna come with repercussions. Like I don't want to go gain weight back and now fall back on my weight loss journey. But two, I also don't want to like eat like crazy and then I'm like super bloated and then I don't feel comfortable in my clothes for the rest of my trip. I packed so many cute outfits, matching sets. I want to feel good in my skin and confident and cute in the outfits I picked, and I'm not gonna feel that way if I'm gorging on food and overeating, right? This is where balance comes in, right? But at the same time, I really do want to enjoy my trip, and if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I don't want to be counting my calories. You know what I mean? So this is where the balance really comes in. This is what I've been doing. So a few days ago, I think like a week ago, so basic, should have used the opportunity to try a new spot in Tennessee, but so basic, I was really craving pizza, so I ordered Domino's, and that was like my cheat meal. And the next day, my husband ordered Shake Shack, and it was so tempting for me to like also join in and eat it, right? But then I said to myself, no, like I had my cheat meal yesterday, you know, and I did go over my calories with the Domino's. So I was like, I'm gonna opt out on the Shake Shack. I'll try it another time. I did take a bite or two from Kylo's and his burger, but I opted out. And that is where like the balance comes in. Instead of just going ham and having that as well. And then bam, I have 2 cheat meals in a row. And then who knows, by that point, then you have a third, then you have a fourth. Like you just tend to go off the wagon. So it comes with a little bit of sacrifice. So I just said to myself, you know what? I had Domino's the day before. I did go over my calories. And I want to make it clear, it's not that eating pizza takes you over your calories. I could have just had 1 slice of pizza and then the next day I could have had Shake Shack because maybe I didn't go over my calories the day before, but that wasn't the case. When I ordered Domino's, I treated it as a cheat meal and I had a whole medium pizza to myself. So I did have that cheat meal, right? So I knew the next day I didn't want to, so I opted out and I ordered some Chipotle. Again, so basic, but like really girl, you're in Tennessee, try some new spots. But I ordered some Chipotle just because Chipotle is one of those spots where it's really easy to like make a healthy meal, right? So just had beans, lettuce, blah, 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 the whole shebang, you guys know. Basically the guide that I've been following is if I order out one day, then I'll cook for 2 to 3 days and then order out, and then cook at home for 2 to 3 days and then order out. So that way there's like a good balance of days in between where I am eating healthy, cooking from home, and not going over my calories. So I kind of just been doing that, sticking to that 2 to 3 times a week max rule. And in between that, having the healthy days where I stick to my maintenance calories. I have not been in a deficit, but sticking to maintenance calories at least. It's been working, y'all, because I have not gained any weight and I still feel like I've been enjoying myself. Like I said, there has been days in between where I have been like holding back a little bit and, you know, maybe not joining in on fully on certain meals, but overall I have been enjoying myself and just having a good kind of healthy balance, and I feel good. I'm not bloated. I'm able to like wear my cute outfits. This is just different for me because I've gone on trips in the past. Granted, I have not traveled in 10 years. Last time I went on a trip, and even the time before that, I literally came back 15 pounds heavier because it can be so easy to just like every day go in, and you end up overeating on calories every single day, and before you know it, you gain 10 to 15 pounds. So that's what I've been doing. I do recommend that if you have a vacation coming up and you're a little bit worried, just stay stay balanced. Like I am here in the US for 5 weeks, so yeah, I do have a longer period of time to like be able to enjoy myself and be balanced in between. If you're going on a trip for a week, it's like you only have 7 days to try out different foods, so I can understand how the time frame is tighter, but I would just follow that method of like being mindful. Maybe if you know you went a little overboard on the day before, just go a little less on the day after, or maybe like cut down on a certain meal the next day or whatever, you know, just try to be mindful and balanced. I have not been working out on this trip though. I will say I feel a little bit guilty because I did bring my resistance bands with me. However, your girl has not used them. So I really want to get a workout in today, so we will definitely do that. But you guys saw earlier that I was drinking my AG1. Y'all, tell me how I'm so obsessed with this that I packed it in my luggage. Like I had to bring my travel packs with me. These are perfect, honestly, if you're traveling or just on the go, even if like you're not traveling, but you're at home, but maybe you're a busy mom who has to do a lot of school drop-offs, or maybe you're a busy student and you just need to keep these in your purse or your backpack. Like these travel packs are the way to go. So huge shout out to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. If you follow me, then you know I have been using AG1 for what, like 2 or 3 months now. I've just been completely in love with this, the way that it makes me feel. I knew I couldn't live without it. I didn't want to travel with a bunch of my vitamins for obvious reasons. So I love that I can get everything my body needs in one travel pack with the AG1. I've mentioned to you guys before that when you take a multivitamin, those little just multivitamin pills are just very generic for everyone. You'll kind of notice that you don't feel good on them. And oftentimes it's because it's really difficult for companies to pack in enough of each vitamin into one tiny little pill, and you end up not really getting what you really need. With AG1, because it is in a powder form, it is packed with over 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. So you're going to get everything your body needs. I notice on days when I don't take this, if I forget or if I'm just a little lazy, I don't feel good. Like this gives me the extra energy that I need. So I am actually addicted to taking this every day. Like I can't live without it. One of the first items, it's so funny, that I put on my list of things to pack for this trip was my AG1. I was like, I gotta bring that because I had the travel packs in my cabinet. So I was like, it's perfect. Also, I've mentioned this before, it's really hard to just have a perfect diet. Naturally, you're going to end up having nutrient gaps because no one's going to eat perfectly every single day. I feel like it's almost next to impossible to get everything you need from food perfectly every single day. So by taking this, I know that I'm filling any nutrient gaps. And like I said, it just has me feeling amazing and energetic every single day. So I do have a discount for you guys. You can click my link in the description box and it will give you a 1-year free supply of the AG vitamin D3 plus K2. Plus it will give you 5 free travel packs of the AG1 with your first purchase of the AG1. So I will leave my link down below. And again, huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love working with them. But other than that, let's get a workout in while Kylo is sleeping, because like I said, this girl has not worked out on her vacation at all. But my number one tip, if you're going on vacation or if you're just a busy mom and you don't have a gym membership, you just want to work out at home quickly in under 10 minutes, get your resistance bands. Whew. Also, quick workout break. I wanted to mention to you guys that I have also been walking like crazy. So that could have something to do with me not gaining any weight on this trip. Sorry, I'm out of breath. But yeah, I've been walking like crazy. Literally had 21,000 steps the other day. The Airbnb that we got happened to just be out of breath, in the most perfect walkable neighborhood. It's just like the most quiet, dreamiest. It's the dreamiest neighborhood you could imagine. Like you guys saw probably the clips in the first part of this video. That's our neighborhood. Like it's so dreamy. You go for like a casual neighborhood walk and there's just like nature and an abundance of trees everywhere. It just makes you want to keep walking and walking and walking. It's also incredibly close to Target and so many other stores. It's also like inconveniently close to Chick-fil-A, which we don't need to talk about that. So like on my morning walk, I just casually smell Chick-fil-A, which is not a good thing. No, but seriously, it's so close to things. So literally the other day, we just casually walked to Target. Like it's so close to everything. So we've just been doing a lot of walking. So yeah, been getting like literally 15 to 20,000 steps a day. So that definitely probably has a lot to do with, you know, how I've been able to not gain any weight so far, at least. Also, I think I forgot to mention this. I mentioned briefly, and this is just me trying to give you guys examples of what balance looks like. So I mentioned before that I tried Chick-fil-A for the first time, and then I ended up having it 2 days in a row, which obviously doesn't follow my general guide of me saying, you know, eat out one day and then do 2 to 3 days of cooking. So let me explain how I decided to handle that. So we ordered Chick-fil-A and I was like, cool, I want to try like everything I want to try on the menu. So I ordered the chicken sandwich, the mac and cheese, I had some Coke. So I just didn't count calories that day, right? I used it as my little cheat meal. And then the next day I was like, we are eating healthy today, okay? Then my husband was like, Amy, I really want Chick-fil-A again. And I was like, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. And at first I was like, okay, you go get it. But then I was like, oh my God, I want it again too. Like the Chick-fil-A sauce is just so damn good, which I plan on buying it from Kroger's or just straight up from Chick-fil-A. I think it's cheaper at Chick-fil-A. But anyways, I was like, you know what, Amy? This is where balance and discipline comes in. I wanted to have Chick-fil-A again. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have it. But this time I'm not going to, you know, get everything on the menu that I want. I'm gonna make sure I keep the whole meal under 1,000 calories so that I can still fit it within my maintenance calories. So that's what I did. I had Chick-fil-A again the second day, but at the end of the day, my calories was still within maintenance. I think I ended up having about 2,000 calories that day. That was the choice that I made. That just goes to show you, it's just about balancing. Like just because I wanted to have Chick-fil-A again the second day in a row doesn't mean I needed to go all out again and have a cookie and the mac and cheese and the sandwich and you know what I mean? You can be balanced and be like, okay, this time I'm gonna kind of like ease up over here and not have the mac and cheese today, not have the Coke today, and just kind of like be more balanced. You know what I mean? This is just me giving you guys examples of what balance looks like when you want to be on vacation and enjoy yourself, but still you don't want to like come back 15 pounds heavier. So that's an example of how I handled that situation specifically. But yeah, definitely today I'm gonna be cooking, and then maybe Saturday, tomorrow, we will try out, like we're trying to debate, there's this steakhouse near us that is like 4.8 stars. So we're like debating on that, or there's so many Mexican spots we want to try. Oh, help me.